Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Get ready to drop some pounds. Personally, I had been trying to lose weight for years and years on end. I've tried so many times cutting out chocolate completely, just trying to eat way less than I was used to. Basically, I tried everything and nothing ever worked. I was never able to stick to any kind of weight loss routine, and I just thought this was impossible for me to ever achieve. And now I'm here and I've lost close to 25 pounds. I'm still going strong. I just wanted to let you guys know all of the secrets that have helped me to get this far and to lose 25 pounds. Basically, all of the things I'm about to tell you are extremely simple, but somehow our brains and maybe the dieting industry has us thinking that we need to do all this special stuff in order to lose weight, when in reality it is extremely simple. So I'm about to share with you 7 tips on how to lose weight easily and to make it a lifestyle you can actually hold on to for the rest of your life. Weight loss secret number 1 is the easiest and the most important at the same time. In order to lose weight, you must follow this extremely simple formula. Calorie intake must be smaller than the amount of calories you burn. Now, when I was trying to lose weight a couple of years ago, I always thought, well, I'm going to have to cut my calories down. I can only consume 1,000 calories a day. This is impossible. The lighter that I get, the more I have to cut out of my diet in order to get even lighter, and this is not true. The only thing you need to be aware of is that the calories that you consume in a day have to be less than the calories you burn, because that means that your body is going to have to go to your fat resources and take the energy that it needs from there, which means that it has to lose fat. Now, you might be thinking, well, then that means that I can't have any nice foods anymore. I have to only consume 1,000 or 1,200 calories a day. That's impossible. I've tried that before. That doesn't work. Let me blow your mind. It is not that you have to consume like 1,000 calories a day, because honestly, knowing what I know now about weight loss,
that number is completely ridiculous.
What you have to do is to calculate the amount of calories that your body needs when it's completely resting. That means you're awake, but you might just be laying on your bed, you might be on your phone, you might be working away at your computer, whatever, but your body is in complete rest pretty much. Now you might be thinking, well, that can't be a lot of calories because I'm basically just lying down. Well, I'm about to blow your mind again. It is quite a bit of calories. What you do is you find yourself a calculator that you can find basically everywhere on the internet. You calculate the calories your body needs when it's resting based on 4 factors. Number 1, your age. Number 2, your height. Number 3, your weight. And number 4 is your gender. Based on those 4 categories, you can actually calculate how many calories your body actually needs when you're not doing anything in particular. I calculated it for my body type. I'm about 5 feet and 6 inches tall. That is 167 centimeters. My body weight is 70 to 71 kilograms at the moment. That is roughly 155 pounds. And my calorie intake that I can consume without doing any sort of physical activity is almost 1,500 calories a day. Have I blown your mind yet? That is quite a bunch of calories that you consume without doing any sort of physical activity at all. On top of that, you can add any physical activity you're doing, whether that's a workout, whether that's going up the stairs, whether that's just walking from and back to your bakery, your pharmacy, your workplace, your school, whatever. It's so easy to calculate, and you actually find out that you can use quite a lot of calories. So of course you don't want to do all of the calculations in your head and keep the numbers in your brain the whole time. What I do is I use the app Lifesum. Lifesum is a nutrition app or a dieting app. So each day you're putting in what you're eating, and then you're also putting in the kind of activities you're doing. For example, a run, for example, a walk, whatever. And then the app calculates how much you can still eat by giving you a little circle, and it says the amount of calories you can still consume. Now, the app says that I can have about 1,600 calories without any workouts added on top of it. And the 1,600 calories is considered a diet for me. So if I can stick to that plus whatever amount I add because I worked out, then I am bound to lose weight. Honestly, if you do anything, if you follow any tip, do this. It's really the most effective thing. Basically, weight loss is just math. Even if you don't like math, you have to get used to it. Calorie intake less than calories burned. That's the most important secret. Secret number 2 is watch your calorie intake, yes, but also make sure to watch your fat intake and your protein intake. Those two numbers are really important. Your fat intake is obviously important because if you fill up those 1,600 calories with a lot of Snickers bars and pizzas, you're probably still not going to lose weight. Obviously, that's not healthy at all, so you want to make sure that you're also watching out for the amounts of fat that you're eating each and every single day. The app that I showed you, Lifesum, actually does all of the calculations for you when you put in all of your foods that you eat every single day, so you don't even have to worry about it. You can just check those numbers on top. For my body, that means I can have 57 grams of fat that I can have every single day. I still struggle to stay under that sometimes, but I'm okay with it as long as it comes from healthy fat sources. So it's okay to go slightly over it, but as long as you're aiming towards that number, then you should be fine. Also, another important thing is to watch out for your protein intake, because especially if you're working out some of your muscles and you're wanting to put on some muscle mass just to tone your body up a little bit, it is really important to actually watch your protein intake, because you can work out as much as you want, but if you're not giving your body any sort of protein, it is going to have a really hard time building the necessary muscle to achieve your results. Weight loss secret number 3 is to change up your workout routine. With the last thing I just mentioned, you might be thinking, why on earth would I want to put on muscle when I'm trying to make the number on the scale go down? It is true that muscle is heavier than fat, so if you would to work out like crazy, then your number on the scale might shrink slower if you're building a lot of muscle. However, you are realistically not gonna turn out looking like the Hulk in a couple of weeks from doing a couple of squats and some burpees. So do not, especially women out there, do not be afraid of working out your muscles as part of your workout regime. It is honestly so important for a number of reasons. Number 1, it is really important for your injury prevention, because if you're running every single day but your muscles are not able to support you, then you are bound to have injuries like strained ankles, or your knee joints might be a mess after a couple of weeks. Second of all, it is really important to work out your muscles because guess what? They're the ones who burn calories when your body is in a resting state. So the more muscles you have, the more calories your body is going to burn in a resting state. Is there any better way of losing weight than losing it while you're in your bed on your phone doing nothing? Generally speaking, you should aim at mixing up your workout routine anyway, because your body is really smart. So if you keep working out in the same way and you do not mix it up, your body is going to get used to the physical activity really quickly, and it's gonna start burning less calories if you keep doing the same thing. So it is really important to keep your body challenged and to mix it up. Work out your muscles, change the workout videos and routines that you're doing. Go for runs, go cycle, go hike, go on a walk, go swimming. Change it up. Your body cannot get used to your workout routine too much, or it will start burning less calories, and that is not what we want. Weight loss tip number 4, consistency is key. I'm not saying that you can't follow the wagon for a day or two, or that you can never have a cheat meal, but what I am saying is that you cannot let it turn into cheat weeks, months, or years. Oftentimes we try so hard to be perfect when we're losing weight that when we have a bad day and we've just had like 1 or 2 cheat meals or even just cheat snacks, we completely want to give up. But that is so wrong, and it is the reason that so many people don't actually end up losing weight at all because they give up way too easily. Try and set yourself realistic goals for your nutrition, for your workout, especially when you're starting out. You do not have to be perfect at all. It is completely fine to have cheat meals. I still have whatever I want. I have chocolate, I have chips, I have burgers, I have pizzas. It's completely fine. Now set yourself up for a workout schedule that you can actually get around to doing. I would advise you, especially when you're starting off, just try to get 30 minutes of some kind of activity into your day. On some days that might mean a walk outside, and some days that might mean 30 minutes hardcore treadmill work. That is completely fine. You don't have to hit it 150% every single day. Just get your body moving and I guarantee you, you're gonna feel so much better and your results are gonna show up in time. It is important to set yourself up for success instead of failure by just setting realistic goals that you know you can achieve. Do not give yourself such a hard time if something has not worked out the way you wanted it to. It is okay to have days where you don't want to work out. It is okay to have the cheat meals or a nice like ice cream or chocolate bar or whatever. That is normal, that is human, that is what you should actually aim for, to have that kind of a balance, to make sure that you can actually get through months and months of weight loss, because weight loss is a long process. Weight loss tip number 5. This one is really important, especially at the beginning of your weight loss journey. I started running, which I know is, for me at least, the most effective way of losing weight. Running does obviously burn a lot of calories, and if you can get yourself to go out and to go on a run, it is a really good way of losing fat. However, especially at the beginning, I was really struggling because running can get quite mundane and it's really tough. And so running for the simple purpose of losing weight wasn't enough to keep my motivation up the way it needed to be. I found out that I needed to find a higher purpose for myself on why I did all of this, on why I put in so much hard work. So what I did is I told myself that I was going to run the half marathon here in my city next year. So that was about 1.5 years from the point that I started. And it really helped me out, especially at the beginning, because first of all, it puts the fear in you that you need to be able to run 21 kilometers without failing basically in front of all these people. And second of all, it just was this goal that I could imagine and envision in my head and that I would hold on to, and it got me into running a bit of a longer distance, and yeah, that really helped me out. It doesn't always have to be a half marathon that you're envisioning. Maybe you're envisioning a certain date in your head that you want to look really good for, or maybe it's just that you want to be able to run 10 kilometers on end without stopping. Whatever, that is a really personal thing. Try and think about a higher goal that is not just weight loss, and maybe possibly not even just looks related. Try and find something that you really want to achieve and that you will work really hard for. Weight loss tip number 6 is do not, and I repeat, do not depend on other people's approval, because more likely than not, you will not receive it in the way you think you will. Since April of last year, I've actually lost close to 25 pounds. And basically only about 3 or 4 people have noticed and actually told me that they can see a difference in the way I look. All of the other people that I've met along the way have not noticed. My own family basically has not noticed, or at least they haven't told me that they have. This can be really discouraging, especially when you're starting out and you can start to see the changes, but nobody else seems to be able to see the results of all of the hard work that you're putting into this. So try and don't get discouraged, because you cannot, I repeat, you cannot depend on other people to tell you how great you look all of the time. What I did to combat this was I actually started to have a journal where I would note down my weight once a week. This is much more effective than just stepping on the scale daily because first of all, you have it written down so you can look back on your progress, and second of all, if you do it on a weekly basis instead of on a daily basis, all those daily fluctuations will be canceled out and you can really see your progress each time that you're noting this down. My last tip, weight loss tip number 7, is do not forget about the little things that are really important. Now, weight loss isn't always about making these huge changes to your life by cutting out certain food groups completely, by radically wanting to be a marathon runner when you can't even run 2 kilometers. In my experience, weight loss is really about all of those small changes that you make to your everyday life in order to not only go on this weight loss journey, but to achieve the goal of creating a healthy lifestyle that you can keep up all throughout your life down the line. By making small changes instead of huge ones, you're much more likely to stick with your weight loss routine and you're much more likely to get those results that you want in time. What I would advise you to do is to find some healthy snacking alternatives because you're bound to get a sweet tooth. So find yourself some things that are healthy alternatives. Maybe get into having more water each and every single day because it really helps your body to flush out everything that it doesn't want, it doesn't need. It's so much healthier. You're going to feel more awake. Your skin is going to start clearing up. I personally try and have about 3 liters a day, but if you're starting off smaller, that's totally fine. I find that it's also extremely helpful to keep old articles of clothing, like an old pair of jeans, just to see how much looser they get over time, and that is really motivating. So those were my 7 essential weight loss tips for you guys. I know this seems like a lot, but just take it day by day, write them down, try to implement them one after another. Yeah, see how you get on. I guarantee you that if you follow all of those 7 tips, you will have no problem losing weight. As you guys know, I've been trying to do this for years, and those tips are actually what helped me do it. I personally am still on this journey. It is tough sometimes, but it is so worth it, and I can guarantee you that if you actually apply all of these tips, you will get there. I hope that these tips helped you guys, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. If you have any more tips, please leave them down in the comments below. Help someone out. I would love if you would like this video, and if you subscribed, left any comments down below. Please also don't forget to follow me on my Instagram channel, and see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!